All right, good morning guys. Hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, great. So let's talk about Tesla. Like, this thing is working really well for me. I held 3,700 shares overnight. Almost a $2 million position pretty much overnight, and it's, you know, gapping down. Can't complain. So if you remember yesterday, or like the day before, I shorted it, held a couple of thousand overnight. Then yesterday I added on the opening range lows, I think. Got stopped out when it took out the highs of the day, went a bit higher. Then it kind of faded and built lower highs the rest of the day, and like late day, it started cracking this range here, and I added a couple of thousand when it broke this range. Faded a bit, retested that area, didn't really even test VWAP, and then it just kind of flushed into the close and gapped down yet today. So yeah, very good trade so far, and I think it has easily another 50 points in it on the downside over the next few weeks. So I'm very happy about this one. I'm still 2,800 shares short, so I've covered a bunch of shares now pre-market, and also I covered a bunch yesterday late day before the market closed. But I still have a pretty decent sized position short, since yeah, I think another 50 points downside is easily possible. This could be a potentially a $300,000 trade for me, so I want to be patient with it. And also Mallinckrodt. I've been talking about this one for a few days. Well, actually, I've been talking about this one for a couple of months, but now it's finally going. And I talked about, you know, Tiva and ENDP and, you know, these beaten down opioid names. And yeah, Mallinckrodt is outperforming out of these three. Had a big move yesterday, 25%. I sold some yesterday. I sold some pre-market, I think, because I missed this big move late day yesterday. I didn't sell into it, so I sold some pre-market now. And I still think this thing has room to like $7 or something, both on the weekly and daily charts. There's really no resistance until $7 on the daily chart and like $9 on the weekly chart. So it could be a potential doubler even from these levels over the next few months. So yeah, very happy about it. I have a break-even stop now, or actually above break-even, so it's a free trade. So CGN is building higher lows. I think it's gonna retest or test the dollar sooner or later, or sooner rather than later. VSDM went higher yesterday. It's still just building higher lows. CTSD, I got into it yesterday. Like, it's, you know, it's classic type of in my smallest account. This is a tiny position. It's literally, it's not even 1% of my like portfolio, total portfolio. So these types I only trade because they're fun, because they can double in a day or two. Like I kind of like, you know, it's always fun to have a doubler, even though it's on tiny size. So this is the only reason I'm trading stuff like OCGN, VSDM, and CTSD. These are just for fun. Fuel cell, I bought 200,000 shares yesterday. I sold 25,000 shares for the close. So I have 175,000 shares long. You know, it looks good. It's building higher lows on the 60-minute chart, on the daily chart, and you know, it has a range. And you know, why can't it go to $3 or $4? As long as it doesn't break down. Plug looks great. I think this thing goes to $5 plus. BE still looks great. It's straight up since I bought it. It's up like every single day. Just look at the 60-minute chart. Look at this. This thing can't go down. dips a couple of percent and then it finds buyers. RADA looks decent, building higher lows also. AVLR looks great, had an up day yesterday. SC, there's really, we are in a market where it's almost impossible to lose money. It's almost impossible. Like, I've only seen these types of markets maybe 2 or 3 times, or maybe 3 or 4 times since I started trading in 2011. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Tesla keeps hitting new lows in pre-market. I have buy orders in on down to low 480s. Maybe I'll have to put in a few more because it's just melting pre-market. Beyond Meat, I put some covers in pre-market, but I didn't get filled. It was traded down to 106 early pre-market. I missed that, unfortunately. I didn't have any orders in, and now it looks like it's gapping higher. But we'll see, maybe it fades. I think it gapped higher yesterday also, but then it kind of faded the rest of the day. Yeah, NIO, I'm out. I sold it. I sold it before it closed. Like, I had 100,000 shares from opening range highs, and I took a loss in the beginning. I had 50,000 shares. I took a small loss, like $7,000 loss or something on it when it took out the lows of the day, and then it came back. I rebought. I bought 100,000 shares. I sold a few thousand when in the 440s, and then it got halted like midday, and I was at an event. I didn't see that, and I looked at the stock, looked at the news, the financing news. It wasn't anything confirmed, so that's why Nasdaq halted it, and the company said it's not a confirmed. The financing is not confirmed, and then it started fading late day, and I just sold it. Like, it lost VWAP, and I think I sold it. I sold 50,000 shares at 416 and the other 50,000 at 408. And yeah, it's just too risky. Like, as long as they have the financing overhang, it's just too risky. This thing could be down 80% overnight if they announce bankruptcy. It's just too fucking risky. Okay, now the markets are open. Let's see what we have today. Nothing I'm really watching. I want SBC and ACMR go higher, and nothing on the long. Like, my long watch list is empty. Like, things are so stretched right now. There's nothing for me to buy. I really don't find any good long setups anywhere. It's pretty amazing. It doesn't mean the market can't keep going higher for weeks and maybe even months. It just means there's nothing to buy right now. And I'm just gonna manage my portfolio. I've had a lot of big profits over the past couple of months. I'm up like $1.5 million in 2 months, and I'm just I don't want to fuck it up. So I'm gonna be very careful with everything I trade. Very selective. I may add the fuel cell. It's really the only thing I find attractive on the long side. But other than that, yeah, there's literally nothing I find attractive. I'm thinking maybe we may start like a parabolic phase in the markets, like we start speeding up like we did in January 2018. Like, the markets had gone up for many months, just grinded higher, and then we had a period of a month when the markets were up like every single day pretty much for a month. Maybe, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Or maybe we just go sideways, pull back a little bit. Kind of hard to tell what's gonna happen. This Yandex is a very intriguing stock, and it's about to hit like all-time highs. It's been going sideways for many years. It's a Russian like internet stock, fast growing. You know, they're growing revenues like 40% last quarter. Growing earnings also decently, like in the teens. And you know, it's a mix of Russian Amazon, Google, Uber, Grab, Twitter, Spotify, and eBay, all in one. Pretty amazing. They do a little bit of everything. And today they had the news that they're gonna expand their car sharing service to Europe. So this is pretty much a play on Russia, or you know, Russia digitalization, or whatever you want to call it. I think this thing could have a lot of upside over the next, you know, 3 to 5 years, potentially. Very intriguing stock. CTX could be a short candidate, I don't really know. It's like that stock yesterday, or was it the day before yesterday? I don't even remember. What is this? Oh, this RBC keeps going from yesterday. What was that stuff? ADAP. Yeah, it looks like ADAP yesterday, or a couple of days ago, sorry. When it gapped up on the second day and then had a big pullback. I think this CTX reminds me of that, but I don't know. Right now it looks pretty strong. We'll see. So Tesla so far is found support, this rising moving average, and on the 10 and also at the 10-day on the daily. We'll see. Okay, MAK, need to put some sell orders in. LK looks really strong. Okay, Beyond Meat is having a pretty strong open so far. I only have about less than a third of my size left, but yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna let it do its thing today, and if it closes strong, I'll probably cover it. SDNE looks like you found some buyers here. Yeah, ECMR, I would love to see this thing 45 plus. like if they get definitive financing, this NIO, I'll rebuy it on a good setup. Wow, AMD looks like it wants to break higher. Interesting. Looks like it's gonna be a very chill day today. Yeah, pop stocks, let's see. Oh yeah, they're strong. From, yeah. I hope they go parabolic like Beyond Meat did. That would be great. So we get to short them. Or if they set up, you know, in a couple of weeks and maybe get trades on the long side. Yeah, Tibra has pretty good weekly volume. Like if it can go sideways for a few more days here, and it starts breaking higher, maybe I will buy it. Like the next resistance is like 29 bucks, so I mean it's from like 22 to 29, that's, you know, almost a 35% move. That's gonna be interesting. Oh my god, Malincrot! I have to put out more sell orders. I got filled on everything. I've sold 20% of my shares so far. I had 50,000, now I have 38,000, so a little bit more than 20%. Holy crap, this thing is just going straight up. What? Wow, is there anything not up today? Amazing market. I'm thinking about maybe buying this PDD. It's pretty decent. Maybe. It's a China stock, so, and China stocks are not, China markets are not as extended as the US markets are. So BLDP is hitting new highs. What an amazing stock. Maybe it goes to 20. That would be awesome. Wow, we got a Russell 2000 is strong. Nasdaq is strong. Yeah, what can I say? An amazing market. This is what a bull market looks like. Absolutely incredible. Okay, fuel cell looks like it's starting to potentially break higher here. I bought another 50,000 shares of fuel cell. I'm gonna use the lows of the day as my stop for those ads. So I have 225,000 shares now. I mean, what can I say? It looks like it wants to go higher. It's been building higher lows and I don't know. Like if this thing goes to $3-4 and I'm not in it, I'll be on suicide watch. So I kind of have to own this thing. I kind of have to own this thing. No excuses. I have a lot of stop levels for it. 4 stop levels. Wow, LMPX, absolutely untradeable stock, but this is the kind of stock that could go to $100. I've seen it before. Very thin, super thin. Oh, fuel cell! Oh, it broke out of this range. Nice. I'm tempted to add more, but I just don't want to add more. I have, you know, I could easily buy another, you know, I don't know. Should I add more? Like, I would have preferred more sideways action. I would have preferred to see the 20-day, you know, be higher. But, you know, it looks like it wants to go now. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna add to it. I'm gonna let it do its thing and yeah, CTX faded off. Maybe should have shorted it, I don't know. I'm just so lazy. I just don't. I want to trade as little as possible. A few years ago, I would have been all over the CTX. Which one? LMPX? The spread kept you out? Yeah, I guess the spread is pretty hefty on this thing. Yeah. That's the way it is with, you know, theme stocks. It's totally liquid. How does one trade? You like, I don't know. But if it keeps going, goes to like high double digits and, you know, gets a few million in volume, like here on this day, this thing actually had 5 million in volume. If we can get high volume like that, this will be a very interesting short watch. But again, it needs to get going for a few more days. Rita looks pretty good on the weekly chart. I would prefer a few more weeks of sideways, but I don't know. Maybe tighten up a little bit more. Okay, fuel cell back down again. Good, I didn't add more. It looks good, but it just feels like it's not really ready yet. Like, I feel like it wants to pull back to this rising white line one more time and build another higher low. I just have that feeling. Or maybe breakdown, I don't know. It looks like it wants to go, but I don't know. It's like it's too obvious for some reason. Okay, Beyond Meat is selling it off after the initial push. Again, my target is 100. Oh well, not much going on right now. Just managing my positions. One thing I think will happen is the market keeps going. We're gonna have some really sharp pullbacks eventually. And that will create opportunities in the volatility ETFs like TWIX and UVXY. Like for example, when a market finally pulled back from its parabolic move in late January 2018, UVXY had a 200% move, almost 200% move in a few days. So there will be much opportunity coming up, I think. I really think so. What's my thought process? It's a bull flag. That's my thought process. It's a almost perfect looking bull flag. Classic bull flag. That's it. That's it. And it would be a crime if I didn't trade it. I've had two very good trades on this stock. I already have two doubles in it. Back in early November, if you remember, I traded it. It doubled in a few days. And then in mid-December, I rebought it. It doubled in a few days, and I got shaken out on this day here. And then after I got shaken out, it more than doubled in a few days after that. So, it's obviously not going to be doubling forever. But right now the setup is there, right? I know for a fact there's a lot of shorts in it. Like I know from Twitter, guys that specialize in short selling these piece of crap stocks. A lot of these are piled short this thing. They think it's gonna crack, and it's not cracking. It's building higher lows, it's building a tight range, and right now it's breaking out of this range with higher lows. And it does look like it wants to go higher. Exactly, it's a hot sector, beaten down stock. It's still a very low market cap. You could very easily double again. Like look at IGC back in a couple of years ago. This thing went up 2,000% in 2 months. Fuel cell is only up, or it was up like 900%, or just shy of 1,000%. And now it's only up 700% from its lows. And IGC, as we just saw, this thing was up 2,000% in 2 months. Then we have like Plug, which is the same sector as fuel cell. Plug was up 1,500% in like 3-4 months. So I mean, why can't fuel cell have another 100% move from here? I don't know. I'm pretty much risking 10 cents to potentially make $1 or $2. That's the way I look at it. comfortable bouncing. GBTC, you know, you probably, if you really want to own Bitcoin, you probably should buy it directly. Because in GBTC, you're paying a premium for it. GBTC trades above NAV. For me, it's just a trading vehicle. I've had some pretty big trades on it a couple of years ago. And I'm constantly stalking this thing in case Bitcoin wakes up again. But no, I wouldn't buy this thing for, you know, if you want to hold Bitcoin. Because you will be overpaying. Like for example, GBTC, a couple of years ago, this thing traded 100% over NAV, 150% over NAV. I mean, that's just crazy. You're paying, you know, more than double the price. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't think that, you know, it's trading over 100% over NAV right now. Maybe 30 or 50%, but just that doesn't make any sense to buy it if you want to hold it, right? For trading, absolutely. Man, alerts are really lagging today. 20 minutes alert or lag on this fuel cell. I haven't seen this lag for a long time. Interesting. Oh wow, Beyond Meat back into the range. I'm gonna lower my stop on it now. Yep, now alerts are starting to come in. Things that triggered like 15-20 minutes ago. Okay, let's do some back watch list cleaning. 19th of December. Let's see, what do we have there? Oh, by the way, DHG, I got stopped out a few days ago. Kind of break even, maybe a tiny loss on it. You know, it had a nice, yeah, it had a small move, but you know, it's just a little liquid thin stock. And yeah, 19th of December is where I bought it. CEI. Let's see, this thing is still flagging. SC, I bought 19th of December. IAC and Match had some news. Big follow through since. CBIO had some pump news. And yeah, Match.com is up pretty nicely. It also broke out of this tight range on the weekly chart. RAD. Oh, RAD had the earnings news the 19th of December. And then it went up over 100% in a few days. KRTX, I was thinking about buying it a couple of days ago, but I never did. So far it's been having nice follow through. SCLB had some kind of a news in 19th of December. Yeah, okay. Let's go through the 20th of December, not as many names. CRSB, December 20. Okay, NLNK had some news. Stock almost doubled in a few days. Dropcar had some pump that day. Oh yeah, fuel cell. That's the day I bought it, and it doubled in a few days. That is MMPR. All right. Yeah, maybe. I would like to see it tighten up a little bit, starting to build higher lows here, but a little bit, few more days of sideways. But yeah, it's kind of loose. It's all over the place. I don't know. GSX, hopefully it starts speeding up. NYOV is bouncing off its rising 50-day. Very thin stock, but you know, it could. I don't know, it looks pretty decent. C6I. What is this? Wow, what a beaten down name. Are you kidding me? What? Wow, I guess publishing is not a good business to be in. Holy shit. Stock is down like 99% over the past 15 years. Imagine being a long-term shareholder in this piece of shit. Like, really? What the fuck? Oh my god. No, I don't need. Oh yeah, okay. Market cap 3.3 million. FTSV, I covered it yesterday. Looks like a pretty good cover. I'm also, looking to potentially cover all of AXSM, because what I don't like about it right now, it's building higher lows here. So it looks like, maybe it goes back to 100. I don't want to be short. Like, I had a nice trade on it. Pretty big trade. I have still 2/3 of my initial size, or maybe even more. Still like, I don't know, 70, maybe 70% of my initial size. I don't want to give back too much. So I'm, potentially gonna cover this thing soon also if it doesn't start going lower soon. Nah, I think this PDD needs more sideways action. Maybe a few more weeks of sideways. Oh boy. Have I traded today? Oh yeah, I did. I bought some fuel. So other than that, I covered some Beyond Meat and sold. No, sorry. Yeah, Beyond Meat and sold some Mallinckrodt. I haven't really traded much today. Very slow day. Slow in a good way, since like most of my portfolio holdings are working out pretty well. This Splunk had a really nice weekly short breakout a couple of, like a month ago or so, or 2 months ago. It's been building higher lows, had this little range break here with earnings, and yeah, looks like nice continuation so far. And TAL, which is probably my biggest miss the last earnings season, it just keeps going straight up. It's up, closing in on 40% from the opening range highs on the earnings day. And I sat there for 2 days. Should I buy it? Like I sat there the earnings day, and the next day the stock pulled back, or like a couple of days later, back to like entry points. It pulled back. I was like, should I buy it? Like, nah. I didn't. And oh my god, it's straight up. And it looked really good on a weekly chart. Look at this. At higher lows for like over a year, and then this big range break. Then it had really good earnings. Like really good estimates for next year. And yeah, it's just a perfect scenario, like a 5-star opportunity. And I didn't buy it. Well. What day is it today? Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. Oh. Like until a couple of years ago, I used to hate the weekends because I loved trading. Like I wanted to trade every day, and now I would love if the market was open like 2 days a week. That would be great. Yeah, I guess that's true. You get more lazy. The older you get, the richer you get. I guess you get more, lazy. I don't know. I mean, wow. I have to put some more sell orders on Mallinckrodt. I mean, this thing is straight up. What the hell? I bought it 2 days ago. It's up 60%. Oh my god. That's what I said. It's gonna, out of these three, Tiva, ENDP, and MNK is gonna be the best, the biggest percentage gainer. That's why I bought it. I wanted to buy some Tiva also, but I didn't really want to chase it. It didn't pull back as much as Mallinckrodt did. I'm very lucky that Mallinckrodt pulled back. I had a buy order at 349. And then it pulled back to 347. Like imagine if I had a buy order at 346, didn't get filled, and now it's 60% higher. I would, I wouldn't be happy right now. Oh. And it could easily go up another $1.50. That's the crazy part. Okay, let's see, where's my 571 is my next sell order. $597 is the one after. CTX took another leg lower, I see. Okay, in about 10 minutes I'll do another scan, and then I will be off to play PlayStation 4 for most of the trading session. So I really don't see much opportunity here right now. Oh, fuel cell is back near highs. That's good to see. I really strongly think this thing could go to at least $3, and hopefully can go to $4 or $5. But like $3 is, you know, I don't know. You'll get there. You'll get to your first million. You'll get there, trust me. And after you get to your first million, the second million will be easy. Trust me on that one. As long as you don't fuck it up. It all depends on you. Just focus on price action, you know, focus on what the market is doing, on what the market is trying to tell you. I'm gonna take a little break. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm back. Let's see what's going on here. ACMR, yeah, I'm stocking for a short, but right now it's good. It's not good enough for me yet. I really wanted 45 plus and more volume. Yeah, it's extended. It's up more than, it's up 150% in like a month or so. So yeah, you could call it overbought. Doesn't mean it can't double again, especially in this market. But yeah. Let's see if I can find anything on my scans. Nothing really. So this RRC looks, this is like a natural gas name. Looks very intriguing on the weekly chart. Looks similar to like Mallinckrodt, for example. Beaten down, has been bottoming for a couple of months now. It's in a bull flag. Looks intriguing. Sorry, I have to go. My cat is. I'll be right back. My cat is running. Okay, I'm back here. This Sava is pretty fascinating. It's not going lower. It's kind of flagging here. This is the one I had this really good long and then a really good short on. And it's just going sideways. It's flagging. You have a range here. I mean, if it can go sideways a few more days and keep building higher lows on the 60-minute and the daily charts, hey, this will be a buying opportunity. Very interesting. Signet looks like it's taking out opening range highs here. Pretty decent volume, kind of beaten down. You know, it reminds me a little bit of this Rad. Okay, Rad was much more beaten down, but yeah, you know, maybe it could go up another. Like they beat earnings quite a bit. The numbers are still shit, but they did beat earnings. with a big margin. So, you know, wow, it's up 40%. That's, yeah. I mean, why can't it go back to 40 or 50 bucks? I'm not gonna buy it. I think there are better opportunities out there, but right, let's go through my positions real quick. Mallinckrodt, I have sell orders a bit higher up. I think it has still, you know what, I'm gonna sell some more. I sold about a third so far, but you know, 60% move. You know, I'm gonna sell a bit more right here. All right, sold a tiny bit, a couple of dozen shares. Fuel cell hanging out near highs. LKs near highs from a few days ago. I was afraid it was going to break down and pull back 20%, but it looks pretty good. Beyond Meat, I tightened my stop a little bit. T-Doc looks like it's erasing yesterday's losses. Apps looks good. SD and knees trying to break out. Well, not break out, but just having an update. RADA looks good. Like everything looks good. CTSD was very close stopping me out. Plug looks decent. HDHD pulled back a few days ago. Let's see if it can go hold here. I raised my stop a little bit. Yeah, there's really nothing to complain about. Baba is the only one that's pulling back. This thing has been straight up. So we'll see. Let's see if we can find support on the rising 20-day or something. ONTX is a few cents for stopping me out. I only have 70,000 shares left. I think I had 150,000 shares at one point. Yeah, and Tesla is just not going anywhere intraday right now. It's just shopping around sideways. Yeah, really nothing. What's SWN and AR doing? Because these are all also natural gas stocks. And I have to look at them on the weekly charts. Yeah, okay. Like if this AR can reclaim $3 or high twos, you know, could easily double. Oh yeah, this was a stock I was long a couple of weeks ago. Had some news and then it stopped me out for break even, I think. Yeah, this is the one. Wasn't that on CHK also? Yeah. These are all natural gas stocks. Natural gas is like hovering near lows. But if nat gas can bounce, you know, could be some nice moves in those stocks. Alright, that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining. I hope you have a great trading day. Don't overtrade. Don't do anything stupid. And I will see you tomorrow.